I am the biggest Metallica fan in the world. I want to meet Metallica. That's all I want to do.
You know it's sad but true. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Kirk Hammett, wow. Okay, well, let me just tell you, I mean, I'm a huge fan, first of all. So this is not, I'm not a reporter or anything like that. I'm a super fan conducting an interview on behalf of Flash Entertainment. They are the guys who are holding this show when you guys come down in April. And basically, I had a campaign last year when you guys came called Basel meets Metallica. And I just ran this campaign. Thousands and thousands of people in the UAE had supported me. And in the end, the awesome folks at Do Telecom gave me the pass to meet you guys. I got backstage. I got to hang with you guys for a few seconds, but it was an awesome memory. So here I am right now conducting an interview with the one and only Kirk Hammett.
All right.
All right. I know you don't have much time on your hands, so I'm just going to go ahead and start you off.
Sure.
All right. So Kirk, last time you guys released a record was in 2008. So it's 2013. You guys are still on the road. What's the deal? When are we going to see a new Metallica record? Are you guys writing? I mean, we need to know. The fans need to know.
Well, you might have heard that we're working on a 3D movie right now.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much taken priority. We're hoping that we can get this done in time for it to come out this summer.
Excellent.
And we're also, we're playing a bunch of shows here and there. We're playing right now. I'm in Australia talking to you, or down here playing shows. And as you know, we're going to the UAE and also the South Africa. We have shows also booked in Japan and in South America. And so every time we gather to rehearse for those shows, we do a little bit more writing. And like I said, most of our energy has been going into making this 3D movie. Once the 3D movie is done, we're going to put a lot more time and energy into writing some songs. And, frankly, we're very excited to do it because we have a ton of ideas. And it's all just a matter of just going through the ideas and picking out the best sounding ones and turning them into songs.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, I really don't know when the album is going to be done, but I would like to see a 2014 release.
I was hoping for 2013, but oh well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you have one date for Abu Dhabi, so that's going to be great. We can't wait for that. So moving on from the album then, I got to ask you, as a Metallica member, have you heard Jason Newsted's latest metal project? And if you did, what do you think? Do you like it? Is there any future plans maybe of you maybe working on a one-off song with Jason or something like that?
I did hear one song, and it sounded so much like Jason. I mean, it sounded like something he would write, and I was a bit surprised by that. To me, it sounds like a Flotsam and Jetsam song, only 20 years later, and that's cool. I mean, that's part of Jason's sound.
Awesome.
And I'm glad that he's finally making music again. As far as a collaboration is concerned, I haven't really heard anything. No one's really heard anything from Jason. But, if the situation was right, I wouldn't mind, getting together with my old band member, Jason, and, maybe playing a solo on a song or something.
Oh, hell yeah. I think everybody would love that. That would be great.
Yeah.
Well, so speaking of solos, what is your second favorite Metallica solo? I think everybody asks you about your favorite, and I think everybody knows it's most likely Unforgiven from what I read. But what is your second favorite Metallica solo?
There's a song off Load called "Hero of the Day."
Oh yeah,
the ballady kind of song.
Oh yeah, I love the S&M version.
Yeah. The solo is not really, ripping or super fast. It's actually very, very melodic. And for myself, it's one of my favorite solos because it really, really a part of the song. And once you hear that solo, it takes the song to a different place. It elevates it to a different place. And this is one of those rare occasions where it elevates it to a different place and then it stays in that elevated place. I really, really, really happy about that solo. Every time I hear it, I think to myself, yeah, that's, that to me is like almost a perfect guitar solo.
I tell you, I mean, I love Load, and that is a freaking awesome guitar solo. Well, I mean, Kirk, what if I enter your car right now in a non-stalker type of way, of course, like you'd invite me and I would like just play around with your iPod and your CD player. What kind of music do you think I'll find in there?
Well, you would find a lot of new wave of British heavy metal.
Ooh, okay.
A lot of 70s hard rock, a lot of blues, a lot of jazz, but more guitar-oriented jazz.
Excellent.
A lot of bossa nova, because I love bossa nova.
All right,
South American jazz, yeah. And a lot of new metal too, like Lamb of God, Red Fang, Baroness, Mastodon. A lot of stuff that's just like a lot of bands that are pretty current right now and are making some pretty good CDs. And so
that's brilliant. I mean,
I like a lot of everything.
I think I pretty much stopped years ago, and just it's my Metallica collection right now. That and Pink Floyd and Guns N' Roses, I think. But
right on.
You're an avid horror fan. I mean, that's no secret. I'm not so sure. I mean, I'm not a big horror guy, but I just saw Paranormal Activity the other day, and I couldn't sleep for a week. What is your favorite new horror movie?
I saw two really great horror movies recently. One of them is called Insidious, and another one is called Cabin in the Woods.
Excellent. Okay.
And I just sorry, bro. I just see a dog like I used to have, an English Bull Terrier, and it's crossing the street net right now.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem, man.
My English Bull Terrier died like 2 months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's okay though. So let's get back to the horror movies. Yeah, Insidious is really, really great, and A Cabin in the Woods is really, really great. Those are two horror movies that I enjoyed a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and download those. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and watch those. Okay, well, excellent. So, Kirk, I gotta ask you, when you came to Abu Dhabi last time, I know you guys flew for 17 hours straight or whatever it was, and just landed in Abu Dhabi and walked on stage. How was that experience for you? First of all, to be in a Middle Eastern country for the first time. This is the first time you guys play in an Arab country. And second, how did the vibe feel? Or was there like the excitement of... Because I'll tell you, I mean, there was a lot of people here who were so excited, and it was palpable in the air. It was Metallica Day, 25th of October. Everybody driving up to Abu Dhabi from Dubai, from Sharjah, from all over the place. So how was your feeling towards that day?
For us, it was really, really exciting, and for myself, it was a trip to actually play. Like you said, in an Arab country. I met people from Lebanon. I met people from Iraq. I met people from Iran. I met people from just all over the place.
Yeah. And
I was just amazed at how big we actually are in that part of the world. And, I was speaking to some guy from Lebanon, and they said, yeah, you guys have to play Lebanon. You guys are huge in Lebanon.
Oh, yeah.
And I had no idea we were huge in Lebanon.
I think Lebanon, Jordan, I mean, the entire Middle East loves Metallica.
Yeah, I had no idea that they were big in Jordan. I always have a feeling that there are fans in these countries, but it's hard for me to gauge how popular we actually are. And from talking to these people, it really sounds like we're pretty popular. That makes me feel good, because our goal is to try to play all the places where we have fans.
Excellent.
And to bring the music to the people. My hope is that maybe we can play those places if it's possible for us to play them.
I tell you, I mean, when we saw the announcement 2 weeks ago, April 19, Metallica, I think the jaws of the Middle East collectively dropped. So, I mean, it was the second time. We didn't know you guys would come back so soon, which leads me, I guess, to ask you, how come so soon, right after, just 1 year after the last show?
Because we had so much fun. We decided to go back. Well, first of all, because the promoter asked us back.
Excellent.
And second of all, because we had so much fun. basically. And when we have a good time at a place, chances are we'll come back again with big smiles on our faces, and that was the case here.
Hopefully. Okay, well, that's super great. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you about the Big Four. I mean, I can't talk to Kirk Hammett personally, not ask you about the Big Four. And after a 30th anniversary show, how was it like to see those, you know, bands after these years, and, you know, especially hanging out with Dave Mustaine, you know, and, you know, you and him sharing a stage together? How was that for you? I mean, you know, I got to ask you. You know,
it was absolutely fine, you know, absolutely fine. No issues for me at all. And, you know, those Big Four shows were pretty special in that it was more for all four bands. It was more a celebration of the fact that we're still here 30 years afterwards. We're still doing it. We're still alive. We're still somewhat vital.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're still healthy enough to be doing it. And, you know, it was a way for us to, like, celebrate the fact that we've accomplished so much with this music that we were all playing in nightclubs 30 years ago. I mean, and now it's become a worldwide movement. And
now it's the Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And from you know, small nightclubs in the Bay Area to Yankee Stadium. I mean, it's been a long road, hard road, but it's been fun. And,
it paid off. It paid off, Kirk. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Are you in touch with Bob Rock in any way? You guys any plans with Bob Rock in the future?
Yeah, I talk to Bob here and there occasionally. He's a great friend. But, you know, as far as talking about producers for the next album, we haven't really like had any deep conversation about it or with anyone about producing our album.
Excellent.
You know, it might be Bob Rock, it might be Rick Rubin, it might be someone else. Who knows? We have not really...
I'd like to recommend Colin Richardson, who does Machine Head's albums. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I like the sound of the Machine Head's last two albums.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, I'm just putting it out there. That's all.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. You know, I'll throw that name into the hat for sure.
You know what I would love to see? I'd love to see you, David Gilmour, and John Petrucci do a DVD together. And who would be in your
Sure, I would love to see that too.
Who would be in your rock and roll fantasy band?
Let's see. John Bonham, Stevie Ray Vaughan. What's a badass bass player?
Badass. I think Steve DiGiorgio. I think he's pretty awesome.
Who?
Steve DiGiorgio. He used to play for Testament.
Cliff Burton would be my bass player.
Yeah.
I'm talking Dream Band from Heaven. And Elvis on the vocals.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I mean, you know, talking to a legend, I'd put you right there with the legends. So, I mean, just saying. Well, I think, Kirk, this is pretty much. First of all, I'm very thankful to have this opportunity to speak to you on the phone.
Sure.
I mean, who gets to say Kirk Hammett called me personally on my phone? I mean, you know, I'm gonna go brag about this all day.
Right on.
But thank you so much. I am
all
honored.
right, bro.
Thank you so much. I will see you guys in Abu Dhabi on April 19th. If you guys need anything,
don't hesitate to come. Don't hesitate to come up and introduce yourself.
Oh well, what I'm gonna do is maybe you guys should tell the Flash guys, you know, hey, we need to meet Basel backstage, and that'll be a good story. Well, other than that, thank you so much for your time. I love Metallica, I love you guys, and I really can't wait to see you guys on April 19th.
Thanks, Basel.
Thank you very much, Kirk.
Okay, bro.
Bye-bye.
Take care. All right, bye.